Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Rising Super Stream. I hope I didn't say anything embarrassing while my mic wasn't muted. We heard the loud pee. I was pouring water. Okay, Nintendo Direct time. We're doing it. 30 seconds left. Expect a bunch of Fire Emblem. I'd love to see Bayonetta. I'd love to see The Wonderful 101. Frankly, I'd love to see Platinum to any capacity, but I don't know. I don't know if I should expect either of those things. My expectation is Fire Emblem, and anything above that is good. Oh my god, what fuck stream am I on? Oh, it's Portugal! Yeah, Mario Maker, there we go. I did not realize I fucked up. Yo, some of those look like some new quick tools there. That's good, considering like a lot of people are going to be playing this with buttons. Yeah. Yeah, boys, we in there. Auto 360p, let's go. Let's go. Guess what we're missing right now, Mario Maker. Whoa! I can't spell when I'm in a rush.
For today's Nintendo Direct.
That wasn't so bad.
You just got your first look at the brand new sequel to Super Mario Maker, which we're of course calling Super Mario Maker 2.
2. Impressive.
There will be brand new features, and many new elements are in development as we speak.
Mario Maker 3DS
So please
actually
stay
included
tuned.
a lot of original levels, like 100 original levels.
All right.
I think.
Next,
I
let's
really
cover
hope this
today's
one also
Nintendo
includes a
Switch
bunch of
headlines.
original levels. Let me know if the volume is too much or too little, by the way.
For the first time in
Oh
10
yeah, cool. I
years,
want to see this.
the Marvel Ultimate
is
Alliance
supposed to
series
come out,
returns
like,
with a
before
new
the holidays,
4-player
well
action
before the holidays.
RPG and an all-new
Loud.
original story. Assemble your ultimate dream
Gamora
team
looks so
from
good.
a huge cast
Love
of
that
Marvel
costume.
superheroes, from the Guardians of the Galaxy to the Avengers, Defenders, X-Men, and more, to stop Thanos and the Black Order from unleashing cosmic chaos.
Still too
Play
loud.
together in TV mode,
Oh my god.
locally on up to 4 systems,
Oh yeah, look at that.
or online.
We're gonna scrutinize this gameplay footage after.
Dynamic zoomed-in heroic camera. And
Heroic
speaking of
camera.
heroic, it's time to go higher, further, faster with Marvel's ultimate cosmic protector, Captain Marvel.
In
Wield her
theaters,
power
August
against
8th.
Those that would do harm to the universe. As characters level up, they'll learn skills you can use on the fly. In Carol
I
Danvers'
really want to get this
case,
quality higher.
in addition to basic attacks and skills,
Wow, that worked instantly.
Hero has an
Sasuke
Alliance
at Twitch.
Extreme Attack, their most powerful move. Whether you join forces with friends locally or online, take teamwork to unprecedented levels as you creatively combine hero skills into synergy attacks. Your most powerful attack.
I didn't love
can be
Ultimate
combined
Alliance,
into
but seeing as this is by an entirely different studio,
Team-up possibilities
I'm
will be
hoping I
off the
will enjoy
charts
this.
in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3,
Is this
the
a
Black
Muso?
Order
This is
launches
by a
exclusively
Muso
for Nintendo
studio.
Switch this summer.
So it might have some of that DNA.
Welcome back,
Box Boy. Alright.
Get
I didn't
ready
love
to
Box
unload
Boy,
some
honestly.
boxes and have fun doing it. The critically acclaimed puzzle series Box Boy is coming to Nintendo Switch for the first time. This brand
I played the
new
first
game is
one.
tightly packed with tons of
I was like,
content,
yeah,
including
it was
brand
pretty
new
good,
puzzles and
but
new
I never
features.
really felt compelled to
Did
play the
something
others.
else in too.
Can you up the direct just a little? Yeah.
This
No
time,
problem.
2 players can box it up together.
2 players.
To restore peace
That is
on
a
the
good
Box
improvement.
Planet, you must work
Sorry I
as a
didn't
team,
check the volume
solve
earlier. We
puzzles,
were just
and
streaming
beat
Metal
those
Gear
stages.
Acid, so...
After completing the story, you can access a whole separate adventure starring Cutie, the tall one.
I like that they specify the tall one.
In all,
Yeah, I
there
can
are
tell.
270
But that's
stages
cute.
to beat. That's the highest in the series to date. Use your brain boxes to
Well,
think outside the box and lead our heroes to the goal.
Good for this team.
Box Boy and
Getting
Box
to continue
Girl
their series.
will unload on Nintendo Switch April 26th. The ultimate spring update.
Oh, big update, huh?
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is about to spring forward with the version 3.0 update this
I
spring.
wonder if that will include Joker.
What are we adding, you
3.0?
ask? You'll just have to wait to find out.
Thanks.
Remember, Joker is a part of Challenger
there we
Pack
go.
1. He's secretly been preparing for battle, and his moment will finally come
Alright, that's
before the end of April.
Before the
In
end of
other
April,
words,
okay.
this year, springtime is the time to smash. And don't forget,
Oh,
new Super
yeah,
Smash
look
Bros.
at
Series
them.
Amiibo figures are on the way
They
too.
got little chunky bits keeping them down, but those two look great. Wow, bummer that they didn't like give
There's
any
even
other
more to
details.
explore in Captain
Honestly,
Toad Treasure
like
Tracker. It's never
a
too
little
late
more
for a
than
journey
nothing,
through the
please.
maze-like miniature worlds of the Captain Toad Treasure Tracker game. In fact, we have 2 new announcements for the Nintendo Switch version. After a new update, all courses will support 2-player co-op. Maybe
cool.
Captain Toad won't be so nervous with someone
I
at his
really liked
side.
Captain Toad on the Wii
2
U,
heads are
but
better
you could
than
not
one,
pay
and
me
an
to play
extra
through
set of
this game
hands
again.
goes a long way.
It was really
This
fun the
free
first
update
time,
will be
but
available
it's
later today.
it's a slow
And
game to play
some
through.
paid downloadable content
and
is
I
coming.
definitely wouldn't want
We're adding
to
in 18 new challenges that'll
re-go
see you
through
traveling
those
to
slow
5 new
plodding
courses.
levels.
From sunken ships.
It's a shame because I
to
look
a
at the
kingdom
like
of
Odyssey
sweets,
levels in Captain
and
Toad, and
achieving
I'm
new
like, on the
objectives
Switch,
in existing
and I'm like,
courses.
fuck, I want to play those Odyssey levels, and now I'm like, well, fuck, I want to play these DLC levels too, but I don't want to. I don't want to
Captain
like
Toad and Toadette must
play through the
obtain the
base
shiny
levels to
crowd
get
in
to
each
them.
course,
'Cause you have to
all
play
of which
through
can
the
be
Odyssey
played
levels as
alone
well.
or with a second
You
player.
can't just
Captain
jump in the
Toad's
start,
Treasure
apparently.
Tracker special episode will be available for
Ah,
purchase
fuck.
as soon as, well, later today, giving you
Damn.
early access to one of the courses.
I
The
want
rest
that,
of the
but-
content will launch on March 14th. If
But
you
I don't
don't
want
have
it
the
enough.
game yet, look out for a digital bundle available on
This is a
Nintendo
really good
eShop
game,
later
honestly,
today.
so.
It contains the full game and gives you access to Captain Toad Treasure Tracker special episode once it's available.
Cool.
Steel yourself for old school action in an all-new
Yee.
gothic castle. The
Yee.
side-scrolling action of yore
Oh,
shall rise once
fuck, it
more
looks so
in the
good.
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. And
Oh,
so,
man.
the young lady Miriam,
new areas we
host
haven't
of
seen.
The Alchemist's Curse, must use her unwanted gifts to slay the demons wrought by the curse's original host, Jeeble.
Oh, cool. Shield enemies.
With these powers, she
Yo,
can
this
steal
werewolf
the
looks
abilities
sick.
of enemies,
Oh, look at the camera pulled
bend
out here.
gravity to her will, and
What?
dart out castle at lightning speed.
Oh, that's
Here,
such a
the
cool
laws
use of her
reality
pointing
and 2D
to
side
move along a
scrollers
beam of
don't
light.
apply. Throughout the castle,
Oh,
a
wow.
treasure trove of side quests, deadly tasks, and small touches flesh out the campaign.
Your body is
chair
covered with
there.
weird decorations.
Beyond the main
Yo,
story,
inverse castle
you
at
can dig
any
deep
time,
into character
indeed.
customization,
Wow.
subquests, and more.
Wow, that's more
Stop the fall
elaborate
of
than I
man
would have
at the
thought.
hands of demons, and don't be afraid to show them your dark side. Bloodstained, Ritual of
hope
the
people
Night
will stop saying
emerges
this game
from the
looks
shadows
bad.
this summer.
Or like they're not sure how it's coming along.
The
It
time has
still
come
looks
to build
great.
a new world and
Looks
take
better
on
than
the
ever.
children of Hargon.
I'm so pumped for
On
that.
Empty Island, you'll ally yourself with the mysterious Malroth and defend your world from monstrous forces. Enlist villagers to help rebuild and fight alongside you in the story mode. Or unite with 3 other builders to create your own island in local co-op or online. You'll gather materials, craft objects and
Yep,
tools,
that's
and reach new heights
Dragon
by
Quest
building
Builders.
any structure you can imagine.
it's neat, honestly.
Now you can dash.
I remember one of the limits
Fly.
in the first game that people really
Play
didn't
in
like
first
was
person.
the height limit was actually
Explore
like quite
underwater.
low. I mean, compared to like
warp all over
Minecraft
the
or
new
whatever.
retro-inspired
And so like
map.
a lot of people were disappointed when it came out
If
in
you own the
Japan
previous
originally,
game
and
on
they
the
couldn't
Nintendo
like build
Switch system,
towers really.
You can craft the legendary
Because the
builder's
verticality
outfit.
was really limited, and that
And
was
the
something they were
Dragon
very
Lord's
clear to specify that they
Dragon Quest
changed
Builders 2
right away when
launches
this
on
was
Nintendo
announced.
Switch July 12th.
Apparently, the height is dramatically
There are more
higher, so
Nintendo
people
Switch
can make
headlines to
their
come.
towers.
But first, a word from Mr.
Am I going to
Koizumi.
stream Jump Force? No plans.
Well, how's it looking? Next,
Dragon Quest
we
11,
have
let's
a new
go.
announcement for
Or is
that
it-
classic
oh.
RPG series. Please take a look.
Yeah, it's going to be Dragon Quest 11, okay. Yeah.
There are RPGs.
I want to play this
and
version
then
of
there's
it,
Dragon
honestly.
Quest, the series that defined the genre. And the latest entry is
What was
charging
that
onto
sound? That was
Nintendo
that's
Switch
the
in
magic
full
sound
force,
in Dragon
pairing
Quest.
the series' beloved
When you cast
style
the
and
spell.
perfectly balanced battles with the most
Yeah,
impressive
I've been holding
scope
out
and
for this
elaborate
version of the
story
game.
in series history. Where there is light, darkness follows. For no one does this ring truer than the Luminary. The boy that prophecy
They showed
says
off
will
a
succeed
little
the
bit of
last hero
footage
and protect the
a few
world
weeks
from
ago
a
at an
terrible
event,
land.
and
In an odd twist of fate,
it looked solid,
the boy's
honestly.
royal
Didn't seem to have
birthright
any
is
problems.
snatched from him. On the day he becomes
I think
an
in
adult, he finally discovers his true heritage.
there
and
aren't
the
supposed to be
powers
like
that
a bunch of
make
new
him the
features for
Luminary.
this for the North American
When he goes
release,
to the
but for
king of the
Japan,
largest kingdom
they are
for
getting some
guidance,
slight
he is
benefits,
dubbed
like
Darkspawn.
they're getting the
So
voice
begins
acting,
the perilous
which
journey
was not
of a
in the
hunted
Japanese
hero,
version.
and the
We got the voice
ragtag
acting
band
for
of
the PS4 and
adventurers
PC
who will
version,
join him on his
but
quest
Japan
to
never
set
got it.
things
So
right.
they're going to get the voice acting
Together
in
they'll
this
explore
release.
the towns and terrain of the sprawling
Oh
deep
shit, there are
land
new
of
endings?
Drain.
Really? Someone in chat
Monsters
telling me
roam
that.
free of
Well,
random
never I mind
encounters.
then.
When
Clearly
you
there is new
engage them,
content as well.
Choose your strategy wisely in turn-based battles. You must know when to attack, when to heal, when to use magic, and when to switch your party members' orders. As you do, you'll earn skill points which can be used to teach party members attacks,
I like that
spells,
grid.
and improve their abilities.
I love those sorts of
You
like
can
sphere
also
grid
collect
upgrade
materials
systems.
so you can forge weapons, armor, and accessories.
I haven't actually seen much of
Looking
the
for an
gameplay,
item, then help
so seeing
people
these
out
little
in
like
side quests.
mini games
Or
and
try
like
your
side
hand at the
systems
casino.
is intriguing.
Or horse races.
Yeah, horse racing, nice. I like that.
Erdrea is full of
Let me
surprises
gamble.
like these, and this time, the player has the power to choose on the fly between the land's gorgeous HD vistas and the 2D 16-bit
Whoa, you can
glory of
switch between the retro version and
This
this?
is also the first version of the game with fully orchestrated fields
That's a
and
big
battle
deal.
tunes.
For anyone who doesn't
If you
know,
want,
the
you
3DS
can choose
version
between
of
the original sound and the new one
Dragon
whenever
Quest
you
XI
want.
has
And
like
you can also experience the
a
journey
much
with English
a much
or Japanese
lower
art.
fidelity 3D version of the game, and you can switch to the retro 16-bit version whenever you want. But that wasn't a feature in the PS4 or PC version. The retro version was only on the 3DS one. Or actually, maybe I'm remembering incorrectly, and the retro version was just bottom screen, and the 3D was top screen. Either way, something like that. That's really cool that you can do that in this version. Like, holy fuck. That's actually a super rad feature.
First-time players and veterans should also look forward to new stories.
See people
Each
saying
sees
they
one of
fixed
the
the
main
music,
cast
did they?
members stepping into the spotlight.
That was the thing a lot of people
shedding
complained
new light
about,
on
right? That the MIDI,
truths.
the MIDI
This
music
hero's
in
adventure
Dragon Quest XI
has
was poor
truly
quality.
leveled up. Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition.
Okay.
Launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch this fall.
Nice. Very much looking forward to that.
While we just announced the addition of these new stories, there will be
Oh,
more
pardon, they
new
said that they
information
did.
to
I
share in the
was too
future.
busy talking about the retro
Please
thing.
look forward to learning more.
I'm sorry.
For now,
not
let's
good at
continue
paying
with more
attention when I need
Nintendo
to.
Switch headlines.
Here's our default test
A
scene
Disney
for Metroid
Tsum
Prime
Tsum
4.
game like you've
Disney
never
Tsum
seen
Tsum,
before.
really? Okay.
These stuffed Disney toys
They're
took the
so
world by
cute. I
storm,
love the Tsum
and
Tsum
now
designs.
they're ready for
They're
an after-hours
so
party
fucking
at the
cute.
toy
Look at
store
them.
in Disney Tsum Tsum Festival.
They're like someone looked at Mighty Beans and said,
Play
we can
with
do
your
this
friends
better.
and family in a wide variety of competitive and cooperative games that support up to 4
They're
players.
so cute.
You can play online as well with players from around the world. And you can't mention Disney Tsum Tsum
Oh, you
without
actually get to
talking
play proper
puzzles.
Tsum Tsum. Okay. That's what the actual
Connect
game is
matching
on mobile.
Tsum Tsum to clear them and set a high score. The game also features a 2-player mode for local and online competitive matches.
To say the least, it's a very, very very popular
Disney
game. so
Tsum Tsum Festival will
that's a
steal
cool
our
one.
hearts in
Disney's
2019.
been like publishing games with Bandai for like a long time now.
We're
They had
taking
some,
up a distress
they
call
had
in
some
the Atlas Star
3DS
system.
Disney
But
titles
this
as
time,
well,
it's far
exclusive.
from friendly. In fact, it's none other than Starwolf's infamous lieutenants.
Fuck, I have to
Andrew
rebuy this
Odin,
game
Bigma
now.
Dengar, and the
Are
Great
you fucking
Leon.
serious?
Now Peppy, Falco, and Slippy have no choice but to hunt them down, like the animals they are. in a challenging new series of missions you can only find in the spring update of Starlink Battle for
hate
Atlas.
Pigma so much.
Every member of the Star Fox team
the
has their own
worst.
special
I
pilot
need to
ability
kill him.
and skill tree. Plus, each pilot can
Oh,
take on
that's
any of
awesome.
the new missions and also Fox's missions from the base game. It's time for a game of seek and destroy. But don't expect Wolf to play fair. Look forward to news on the rest of the additional
I
content,
guess when,
such as Starship races and faction missions,
Starship
so you're
races,
ready
that's
when
awesome.
the Star Fox team joins the Starlink Battle for Atlas
I
update
guess
this April.
when they go on a big sale digitally, I'll get in then.
A heartfelt fantasy
I don't wanna
adventure
buy a physical
crops
copy
up
again.
once again.
What?
Another season, another reason
I
to wield
cannot
your
believe
spells
this is
against
coming
monsters.
out!
Interact with townsfolk.
Yo, fucking finally!
Vegetables and
I was
fruits at
literally
the
just talking on the stream. Someone on the stream recently just asked, like, when's the next Rune Factory? And I'm like,
Look up a
fucking
story.
never, because they're dead.
Or even
The
raise
studio
monsters.
died. I cannot believe it.
This
My sister's gonna
fantastical
have to buy a
circle of
fucking
life will
Switch
keep you
now.
Coming back for more in Rune Factory 4 Special, fully remastered
Oh,
for Nintendo
that's
Switch.
so good.
Battle
The studio
alongside
literally
townsfolk,
died.
and before
So
long,
this is awesome.
You may become more than just friends.
What?
See what the heart-pounding newlywed life has in
It
store.
was
for
always
you,
a game that, like,
exclusively in this
I
new
cared
version
about a
of the
lot.
game.
Because, like, my sister liked it so much. So we got to talk about it, and it's nice to have
Rune
common
Factory
ground
4
with your
Special
family
will be
members,
ripe
you know?
for the playing later this year.
This is so exciting. We're gonna get to play another Rune Factory game.
And
What?!
confirm that Rune Factory 5 is in development. Look forward to more info in the future.
I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it.
A time will come
What
to
an
slay
actual
monsters
shock.
and rescue lost souls before those souls become monsters. In this action RPG from the developers of I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere, step into a realm built upon the tenets of reincarnation.
Oh shit. They're doing
Its
something
people
different.
lead
Okay.
repressed lives, forbidden to mourn
I was
the loss
wondering if
of
they'd
loved
make another
ones.
game that
To uphold
was
these
like
tenets,
Setsuna and Lost
Kagachi
Sphere,
must
but
travel
that seemed like a
between
bad
the living
idea to me,
world and the
considering
beyond
people weren't really
to
getting into
rescue
them.
lost souls
So
from
this
the
is
terrible
cool that they're
fate
doing something different.
becoming monsters. When battling these creatures, the lost souls you've rescued can manifest within you.
Holy shit, big
granting you
excitement
new
from
powers.
Liam. Yeah, that's why when people
Each
ask
soul's
what I
powers
want to
are
see, I'm
different,
always like,
so you must
I don't
choose
know.
the right soul for the situation at
Because
hand.
I don't know what I want to
In
see.
this deep, single
You know,
player
like,
campaign, there will
it's
be
nice
many
to see
battles.
Bayonetta, but I'm
You
not going to
fight,
scream
and
when I
you
see
will become
Bayonetta.
stronger. Those who fall to grief are lost, and the lost don't reincarnate. The very foundations of reincarnation will
Can
begin
you
to
talk a
crumble
little more about this
when
Rune Factory?
Oninaki launches
It's like
in summer
Harvest Moon
2019.
if it was mixed with like a JRPG, like a fantasy-style
Cars, robots,
JRPG.
and Yoshi's in a world of craft.
That's basically what it is.
You know what that means? Yoshi's crafted world
This
is
music
almost
is really
here.
good to get me to
This
relax.
time, we'd like to put the many
Super
facets
low
of
key.
these crafty courses on display.
This still looks
As
good.
Yoshi,
I don't
you'll go
particularly like playing Yoshi games, but I have a super discounted pre-order on it
Race
from
solar
Amazon, so...
and tear through the sky on a plane. Nice shot, Yoshi. Hey, that robot's pretty huge for a miniature. Even at this scale, you'll have some challenging bosses to wrangle.
Oh, but it looks really sharp now.
Using in-game coins you've racked up, you can collect crafted costumes.
I actually can't believe fucking Rune Factory 5 is
Wear one,
happening.
it'll offer
I am
a
like
bit of
legit
protection from
shocked.
enemies.
Those costumes
There
are
are more than
adorable.
180 of these costumes.
I like the Bullet Bill one
Some
he
of
was
them
wearing
can be
before.
tricky to get your hands on.
Oh! Can be tricky to get your
Later
hands
today,
on.
we'll release
Does that mean
a
I need a
demo
labo?
which lets you play through the first course.
I will play this demo.
The Yoshi's
Who
Crafted
bought the
World
studio?
game
I don't think anyone
finally
bought the
hatched
studio.
on March 29th.
The companies were Xseed and Marvelous. Like
We have
Marvelous
more
just
Nintendo
owns
Switch
the
headlines
games,
coming
so
up, but first,
they can
another
do their
update
thing.
from Mr. Koizumi.
How's it going so far? Next,
Well, the
we
studio
have a
that made it
follow-up
is dead,
on the
but
latest
Marvelous always
installment
owned
in one of our
Rune
long-running
Factory.
series, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Please have a look.
Very keen to see this because I mean, I like Fire Emblem a lot, and the footage last time looked great.
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family.
Yeah, I want to go to
its
winter
knights.
maps.
To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance.
Is Fire Emblem becoming an
Once
annual
consumed
franchise?
by a
I mean, it used to
tempest
be.
of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these three mighty powers
But,
now
you know,
exist in relative
Definitely in
harmony.
a post-Awakening world and a post-Fire Emblem Heroes world especially.
In the Fire Emblem Three
yeah, that
Houses
makes
game,
sense.
you are the hero
Yeah.
the world needs.
You get MC creation
You start out
again.
as a mercenary
Make your
traveling with
avatar.
a group led by your father, Geralt.
Oh,
After
and
an
then you pick.
unexpected incident reveals an unknown power hidden within, you'll travel to Garrick Mach Monastery, where you'll receive an offer to teach at the Officers Academy.
I want to see more footage of like
Around
walking
that
around
same
in the
time,
monastery
you
and stuff.
alone begin to see a
there were a few
mysterious
snippets
girl
of that.
named Sothis
Oh boy,
who
these
appears
graphics.
within your mind.
This looks so pretty. Not that the 3DS games weren't pretty, like you could see their technical aptitude
Garrick Mach
looking at them,
Monastery
but they were
lies
limited
at the
by the
center
3DS.
of three
This
large
looks gorgeous.
territories. It is the home base of the Church of Seros, the main religion of Fodlan, as well as the Knights of Seros. Not only does the church serve to maintain order in Fodlan, its monastery also houses the Officers Academy. Those who train there will go on to shoulder the future of Fodlan. The Officers Academy is comprised of 3 houses. The Black Eagles is for students from the Adrestian Empire, including the house leader and future emperor, Edelgard. The Blue Lions boasts Prince Dimitri of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus as its house leader. This house is for students from his kingdom. The Golden Deer is for students from the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, who is the heir of the noble family that leads the Alliance.
This seems like Fire Emblem Hogwarts right here.
As a professor, you will lead the students of one of these houses and instruct them. In addition to the house
And you will
leaders, there are
sabotage the
many other
students you
students
don't
to
like.
meet, each with their own unique personalities
I
and
like
skills.
his shirt, how like his buttons are stretched.
Which house will you
cute.
choose? Students are expected to travel to various lands.
You're a teacher now.
sometimes
Boy, I
with the
sure hope you
Knights
can't
of
romance
Seros
everyone like in
themselves,
previous Fire
and gain
Emblem games.
real battle experience, including everything from defeating bandits to suppressing rebellions. These may be class assignments, but the stakes in each battle are
These are
very
class
real.
assignments?
Whether your students live or die will depend
What a
on
school.
your leadership. Strategize as the battle progresses to claim victory. At the Officers Academy, your students will work diligently each day so that they may wield a variety of weapons. Master the study of magic,
I appreciate your coaching.
and acquire special skills such as horsemanship.
Man, I think this is the Valkyria Chronicles
You
2 of
have been
Fire
entrusted
Emblem.
with their future, and it's up to you to guide each of them and help them hone their abilities.
I'm not sure
Through
I'm into
combat
the
experience and study,
fantasy
you
high
can
school
help your
thing.
students reach their full potential. Your students can also interact with each other at the academy, and by doing so, their bonds will strengthen, and they'll be able to better support each other on the battlefield.
death. We're gonna talk about death? Oh, I was hoping we'd talk about death.
Forward, now!
Okay, but when do they fuck?
territories.
Hopefully never.
3 houses,
Hopefully we're done with that.
your very own journey.
I don't mind it with like special couples. Like Hector and Florina was a
Fire
nice
Emblem
one.
3
but-
Houses will release on July 26th.
Ooh, wow, real soon. It's near my birthday. And we got a special edition that, again, nobody's gonna
Oh,
get.
how does it look?
It
Originally,
looks
we
really
announced that
good.
Fire Emblem Three Houses would
Not
release this
totally
spring,
sure if I'm into the
but
high
more
school
development time will be
setting.
necessary.
but it looks
And so the new
really
release
good.
date is July 26th.
I'm very excited to play that.
That means
honestly.
we'll have to ask you to wait a little longer. But we hope you'll look forward to the next generation of Fire Emblem all the same.
Yeah, I think it looks great. I really
Nintendo
like
Switch
it.
headlines.
I just don't. I'm not sold on the high school thing. I'm really not
This
sold on
next
that.
entry of this iconic series, the last player standing wins.
I don't love the high school stuff.
99 players, but only one reigns supreme. This is
Tetris Royale.
Tetris 99.
99. Oh, that's a neat gimmick for Tetris. This
The
is a cool
iconic
gimmick for
puzzle game arrives
Tetris.
with an online experience like no
This
other.
is cool. Come on, this is cool.
Nintendo Switch Online members can battle for dominance in this free-to-download game.
Oh, okay. Well,
If you're attacked with garbage, attack back to defeat the other 98 players and become the sole survivor.
I like how it
Nintendo
says the
Switch
KO
Online
numbers on the
Be
side.
ready to join the fight. Tetris 99 will be available for download later
That's
today.
that's cool.
Look
That's
forward to
cool
battling
though.
it
I
out
like
in
that.
Upcoming online events.
I'm gonna try that. I mean, if it's
Prepare
free,
to
if you
kill,
have a sub
survive,
too. So
or die in Dead by Daylight.
for me, that's free.
Imagine
so
this.
why not try
You're
it?
alone, struck by fear, struggling to survive.
Matt's been playing this
and
recently.
Then you meet another survivor, but it's too late. The killer is upon you. Now run, hide, scavenge for items, open the gates, and escape with your life. Or take on the role of the killer.
Man, the
to make
outdoor
the
environments
so-called
look a lot better
survivors
than
your
that
next
first environment
victim.
they showed.
Terrifying? Oh yes. Satisfying? Just you wait. With loads of maps, characters,
Well, I hope this.
and cosmetics to earn, you'll experience a deep progression system while you're on the
It's a
hunt
little rough
of being
performance-wise, but hey,
Discover
I hope
the
people
true
have fun
meaning
with
of
it.
horror when Dead by Daylight creeps up on Nintendo Switch this fall. This dog will ruin your day.
Oh. Oh? Oh, yeah? Wow, okay. Is it also free on the Switch? I like using the dogs here to cover stuff. Yeah, I didn't think they would release just Chapter 1. Yeah, for free as well. More chapters currently in development will not be free. Nice. We get a little bit of confirmation there. Nice. That's actually really cool that it's going to be free on consoles as well. That's super rad. I'm keen
Hello,
to see this as well, so I'll
I'm
stop talking
Kenichi
about it.
Tsukura, producer of Daemon X Machina, and I have some news for you. Later today, we'll be releasing a demo called Daemon X Machina Prototype Mission
Nice.
on Nintendo eShop for a limited time. The game is still in development, but in the demo you can battle through 4 different missions while exploring the basic controls and customizations of your personal mech known as an arsenal. You can also experience a boss battle in the final mission, so please try it out. After playing the demo, we'd like to hear your feedback. We'll be conducting a short online survey by sending an email invite to
Good.
some players who try out prototype missions.
I'm glad you're taking
If you
feedback.
weren't selected for the survey, we also welcome your feedback via social media. We appreciate your feedback and hope to make this game the best it can
Yeah,
be.
maybe we'll have to stream this a little bit.
We have more to say about Daemon X Machina.
I'll
so
check
please
if it's
follow the
up right
official
after
Nintendo of
the
America Twitter account, so you can
direct.
stay
I
up
don't
to
think
date
it'll
on
be
the
up
latest
immediately. They
information.
aren't usually, but I think we're gonna have to.
Daemon X Machina should be launching this summer.
Looking like a good summer for the
With
Switch
that in
right
mind,
now.
the development team is working hard right now, so please stay tuned.
No, I will not stream Jump Force Waterman.
Realistic racing is headed for
No
Nintendo
plans.
Switch. Grid Autosport
I don't even
comes
wanna buy
fully
it,
loaded
really,
with
so.
a mix of high-speed thrills.
I didn't like
movable
J-Stars in the
handling,
first place, so
and a difficulty level that scales to your skills.
Jump Stars from day one, I was
You'll
like,
feel
no.
like a pro racer as you master the world's fastest cars
Sorry,
to win
dude.
motorsport's most exhilarating races. From the prestigious circuit of
You like cars?
Spa-Francorchamps to the narrow city streets of
cars.
Barcelona. All DLC is
Feel
included
the leather
with 100
on my
cars, 100 circuits, and some welcome additions like motion controls and custom controls.
That's
Players
cool
can
how
race
the camera
online or
tilts with the
locally,
motion
and
control.
Players can race split
So
screen
you
on a
still
single
see
system.
everything
From street
properly
racing to
straight on.
demolition
That's actually a
derby.
really cool
When
feature.
Grid Autosport
That's
speeds
something
on
that
Nintendo
like some
Switch
racing
Summer
games with motion
2019.
controls on handhelds suffer by, where like when you
Enter the Viking
rotate,
age
you have to also
experience
rotate your
Senua's
head,
journey again,
you know?
or for the very first time.
Cool.
Created in collaboration
Wow, that
with
looks good.
neuroscientists and people who experience psychosis, Hellblade pulls players deep into the mind of Senua. This broken
So of course
warrior
Microsoft
will
owns this
embark
studio
on a
now.
haunting vision quest through Viking hell to fight for the soul
But
of a
Microsoft's
dead
been
lover.
pretty
Hellblade has won multiple awards, including
explicit
BAFTAs for
about how they're
performance,
not like
audio and
cutting
artistic
off their
achievement, British game,
studios
and
from
a
working
beyond
on the other
entertainment.
platform titles they were
Find
already
out
working
why
on. So
when Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice releases on Nintendo Switch this
it's
spring.
it's a fun game.
The Nintendo Switch lineup just keeps getting stronger. Mortal Kombat 11 proves the saga
We're just
25
gonna
years
say it's
in the
strong.
telling is far from over.
I wonder if they're gonna
With
have
all
some
new
Switch
custom
footage here,
character
or if this is
variations,
Switch
plus
footage.
new characters and returning veterans taking up the fight. In a fresh new adventure, Unravel 2 sees players take
Yeah, this isn't
control
on the
of
Switch,
two
right?
adorable Yarnies.
It's true.
Control both Yarnies on your own in single player.
first
or play
one's
with a
on the
friend
Switch
in
though,
local
right?
co-op for some puzzling
think-
platforming fun when Unravel 2 comes to
Not
Nintendo
100%
Switch
sure.
March 22nd. For the first time on
Yeah,
Nintendo
it was
Switch,
AC3.
experience Assassin's
We
Creed
had enough
3
rumors
Remastered
about this.
with revamped gameplay and features tailored to the system like motion aiming and touch input. Set in the American Revolution, explore one of the most iconic eras in history as you fight for freedom and independence and usher in the rise of a nation. All the original downloadable content, plus the entire standalone game, Assassin's Creed Liberation.
Whoa, I was gonna say, I recognize
will be
this.
included when they launch
Oh,
together on
Liberation's
May
in there
21st.
too. That's cool.
Final Fantasy fans, better open your calendars. We're excited to announce that Final Fantasy VII will find its new home on Nintendo Switch March 26th. We can also announce that Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon
Yeah.
Everybody will release on March 20th.
I don't think I'm gonna play this again. I played it on the
Pleased
Wii
to
already,
announce
but
that Final Fantasy IX will journey onto Nintendo Switch later
today, wow,
Once
cool.
a classic, always a classic.
FF8
That's all for today's
BTFO.
Nintendo Switch headlines.
How's everything looking? Well, we have a bit more to share in this Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Please stay with us until the end. Let's take a look, shall we?
It's Star Fox Racing? No, it's not Star Fox Racing. Is this new Xenoblade? This looks like a new Xenoblade. I wonder if this is Xenoblade Chronicles X2, or if this is SMT5. This might be SMT5 as well, but I think Xenoblade. I'm not totally sure what I'm looking at. It looks fucking sick, but I think Xenoblade, not SMT. I think it's Xenoblade. It's gotta be. I wonder if this is gonna be Chronicles X2 or what. I love the police aesthetic. I think that's cool. I don't think it's gonna be X2. I think it'll have its own title.
You people are leading all of humanity straight to damnation.
Straight to damnation? You're the terrorist here!
You don't understand. My heart goes out to you two. All because of how you were born. Doomed to be used.
I mean, this
by
looks
those
fucking
idiots
sick.
until you die.
But this looks more like an action game too. Can I just say I love the chain too, making me think of Freedom Wars?
Revelatory. Finally, we're ready for the final stage.
What the hell are they? Why did you make them?
Yeah! Fuck everything! This is gonna be the best! Man, they know to hold on to the names now. They know to hold on to the names.
Astral Chain, a brand new action game in development at Platinum Games. Looks like two
that looks
characters were
amazing.
fighting together
I mean,
during
it looked
battle.
amazing even before, but now that I know it's going to be
Excited to learn
great
more
action
about how
gameplay as
combat
well.
will play out in this game. Please stay tuned. And speaking of Platinum games, I'm sure you're very curious.
You're going to show us
about
Bayonetta 3 now? Yeah?
Rest assured, the developers of Bayonetta 3 are hard at work.
Yeah?
And I hope you're looking forward to learning more. Our next title will be the last announcement of the day. Please check it out.
Wow, what a good Nintendo Direct. Is it Star Fox Racing? I should say that at the beginning of every one. Could it be Pokemon? Link's Awakening! Oh my god, it's Link's Awakening! It's finally fucking happening! Oh my god. How's it gonna look? Is this gonna be a third-person camera? Is this gonna be top-down? This is my favorite Zelda game, so... Oh my god, it looks great. Fuck, it looks so fucking good. This is so cool. This is like the best Nintendo Direct. This is like actually like the best Nintendo Direct. Oh, I love the side-scrolling sections. This boss is fun. He's in the first dungeon. Fucking Marin singing her Ballad of the Windfish.
So, what did you think?
This is the best,
At
Koizumi.
long
You did
last,
it.
1993's Game Boy Classic, The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, will find new life on Nintendo Switch. After 26 years, it has been reborn as a new experience, and we'll have more to say in the future.
I'm keen to see.
Please look forward to its release. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you so much for watching.
Was everything in this Direct 2019, by the way, including the fucking ridiculous-looking Platinum game? Oh, that game looks so fucking good, guys. Tetris. That was such a good Direct. I feel like it's worth pointing out. Dragon Quest Rivals, was that one again? Oh yeah, the Japanese Direct, right? We got to check the Japanese Direct as well. I feel like it's worth pointing out that this was the longest gap between two Directs ever. New Doraemon game. And boy, they made good on this long gap, I gotta say. I'm pretty pumped. We didn't even have to touch Smash, which is fine. I was honestly worried that, like, Joker was going to be, like, the big thing, or, like, a new Smash character was going to be the big thing. Because, like, that's great and all, but, like, I want to see, like, really new stuff and not just characters. Okay, yeah, they're not currently up yet. What was that Dragon's Dogma stuff? Oh, just a stream that Capcom did. Mario Maker 2. June 2019, so we missed the tail end of this trailer. I don't know if there's much else to pick up in here. These like edit tools look really good, the radial ones. Don't know if I really have any thoughts on this besides looks good. Oh shit! What? Oh, okay, this was the bit of the trailer I missed. Mario 3D World is an aesthetic you can use? Whoa, that's cool. 3D World being a usable aesthetic is actually fucking rad. I am so down for that. Okay, now I'm caught up. Okay, we're caught up on that one. Let me slide this to the side for now. And this too. Ultimate Alliance 3, Black Order. I guess there's no press release right now. Looked good. Still looks good. I mean, it's gonna be like a Muso-ish Ultimate Alliance by Tecmo Koei. It's gonna be what it is. It'll probably be fairly good. None of their games are ever like masterpieces, but I'm still looking forward to it. Bloodstained this summer. Exciting. I'm so excited for Bloodstained. Doraemon game in Japan. Oh, it's a new Story of Seasons that is also Doraemon. So Story of Seasons is made by Marvelous. It is by the actual like Harvest Moon staff who in the past made Harvest Moon. All the modern Harvest Moons are made by not the original Harvest Moon staff. They're made by like Natsume, and they're not that good. That's neat. I will keep that handy. I'm sure when Nintendo Japan updates. Dragon Quest XI Definitive Edition. Amazing that you can switch between the two visual modes. Cool that they're fixing the music. I mean, still looks great. Apparently this game's real good, so I'm gonna play that. Tsum Tsum Festival. Yeah, no press release. No press release for any of these. Rune Factory 4 is fully remastered version of the original 3DS title. Yeah, I don't know if there's much to pick out from that footage, really. Exciting that Rune Factory exists again at all. I thought this was dead forever. I never thought this was going to come back. This blew my fucking mind. I know it's like, really, this blew your mind? But yes, this blew my mind. Me and my sister talk about Rune Factory so often, and she's so sad that, like, Rune Factory doesn't exist anymore. Amazing. Jacob Rich asks, is it a good one to start off at? Yes, absolutely. The best ones to start with, I would say, are 3 and 4. The first 3, well, 1, 2, and Tides of Destiny, I feel like they're not that great. But Oninaki, I know we all want to get to the cool new shit. Don't worry, we absolutely will. Let me just grab my Switch real quick, see if I can get the Daemon X Machina, but we're going to go through it all. Okay, I got my Switch. Let me see if I can get the Daemon X Machina demo going. Okay. Oninaki. So, this is by the guys who made, like, I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere, which I'll just Google up for you so you guys can remember what they look like. They were, like, Chrono Trigger-esque games. God, I still think I Am Setsuna looks absolutely gorgeous, and I love the soundtrack, but I think the reception critically and from fans was that they were just kinda middling, I guess. They didn't really excel in any particular way. They were polished and they were well made, but not too special. And then Lost Sphere, they built it off the same technology. I've heard from people that this is a better game than Setsuna, but whenever I look at it, the art just doesn't hit me as hard as Setsuna, so I end up not wanting to play it. I actually have a physical copy of this that I have just never opened. Anyway, oh cool, I am actually in the Switch. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's up yet. I could buy Neko Para Volume 2, though. Oh, I'm going to do a hard shell real quick. There's this game in the Switch eShop right now called Love. It's up for pre-purchase right now. It's by my buddy Fred. It's really fun. Check out Love. He made Kuso as well. Let me just see in the demo section. Games with demos. Yeah. It's not up yet at all. Okay. So anyway, this was kind of like... both of these games were received kind of middlingly. And so I was kind of curious as to whether the studio was going to shut down or keep going or what. I'm very happy to see that Square Enix is continuing with this studio and not just shutting them down. They were made to make classic style RPGs, and they delivered 2 that unfortunately were just kind of fine. So I wasn't really sure what their future would hold. I think it's good that they're moving away from the style in their first 2 games, and they're making something that looks very different gameplay wise. You know, still definitely that same sort of level of production values you'd expect from them, but like, looks neat. Go between worlds and kill stuff and save people. Sure. Nothing we haven't seen before, but like this might be fun. This might be cool. I'm at least down to try something different from these guys. Because the action gameplay looks, I mean, it looks a little slow, but it's, you know, that's what these sorts of games look like when you look at them. I'm keen to see if it'll be fun, because it's not like their previous 2 games were bad. They were just fine. So, down to see more about this. You gonna play Link's Awakening on stream when it comes out? Probably, yeah. It's my favorite Zelda game. Oh man, also summer. Fucking stacked. Final game will include English, German, and French subs only. Okay, interesting. Dragon Quest Rivals coming to Switch. Oh, the cart. Okay, yeah. This was in the Japan Direct, which we'll check out in a second. Fire Emblem. Whoa, I think it looks great. I think the game looks fantastic. That setting, though, that setting doesn't blow me away. That setting genuinely underwhelms me. Like, we're doing high school, really? I mean, you get to be a teacher at least. You're not a child. That's cool. That makes more sense than in Valkyria Chronicles 2. It gives you more context to, like, being able to control the kids and tell them what to do. Whereas in VC2, you are a kid who tells everyone what to do. Don't really super dig the setting, but Windows Defender says I'm doing good. Thanks, Windows Defender. Hopefully the gameplay makes up for it, because, yeah. I mean, again, everything else looks great. So, no love for the sim management. Like, upgrading your stuff and getting different tools, upgrading your magic, getting access to different types of weapons and shit, like stuff you see in Valkyria Chronicles. I actually think that's cool. I actually do explicitly dig that. I think for me, that's a plus. I do hope it comes with some stuff like breakable weapons and stuff that I want back. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not at 1,000% erection for this, but it's up. It's pretty high. Tetris 99. What a nifty release. Sal's working. He's got to update these pages one by one. It's not going to come quick. What a neat release, Tetris 99. I know everyone jokes about like Battle Royale everything, but like, I think Battle Royale is cool. I think it's a cool concept. I thought it was a cool concept like for a long time. Like ever since I heard about the book Battle Royale, I was like, whoa, you could put that on everything and it would still be cool. So I think this seems like a really good implementation of that concept. Nice that it's free for people with a Nintendo Switch Online sub. I guess you probably need online to play it anyway, since it appears to be like multiplayer only. So no point in making it free for everyone. Like it's a bit of a benefit for those of us who have a sub who have been like dying of starvation because they're not fucking giving us anything. Like, thanks for the 2 NES ROMs every month, Nintendo, while Japan gets 3. That really sucks how Japan gets 3. I mean, they try to give us the same amount, but when a game is launched that is like Japan only, they don't sub in a USA only game for North America, or for other regions, I should say. Like when they released fucking Sukapon's game, Battle whatever, which only ever came out in Japan, like they got 3 NES games that month in Japan, and we only ever got 2. And then that happened again this month with like a Tecmo Koei sumo game that came out in Japan, and we didn't get a replacement for that either. So it's nice that we're getting another thing for what we're paying, which for me is not much because I'm on the family plan with 7 other friends, so it's like $4 a year or something disgustingly low. Use the family plan if you can, by the way, guys. You will save a lot of money. Oh yes, Joy Mech Fight, thank you. Yeah, that's the name of Sukapon's game. Anyway, but this is cool. I'm down with that. Objection Justice says, that Catherine full body over there teases me. This thing over here, I saw like major spoilers for it because I didn't really plan on playing it. Like just what the deal is with the new Catherine, And I was like, oh man, that's good. And it works with the stuff that was already in the first game. So I think they did some cool stuff there. Deltarune, this is awesome. It's nothing for me. But this is cool. It's free as well, which is fucking dope. I'm genuinely surprised. I thought, if when Deltarune was done, Deltarune would release with Chapter 1 just as the beginning of the game, right? And eventually at that point, we'd be able to get Deltarune on consoles. I never would have guessed that they would release Chapter 1 on consoles. I mean, Switch first, we'll see, if when it comes to other platforms. But I never would have guessed that they would release Chapter 1 also for free on consoles. So, honestly, super cool. This is really dope all around. Generally speaking, also, you're not really meant to release, like, free games and stuff on the various platform holders' networks. Like, it's not really something they allow by default. Like, if you try to submit a game that is free with no microtransactions or like no monetization method, they'll kind of come to you and they'll go like, what's the deal here? And most of the time they'll be like, no, there has to be some money here, or else we're just spending money on bandwidth, and like we're not, because they do incur costs for putting games out as well. So usually you're not really supposed to put out free digital content with no purchase method or anything. So it's cool that they were able to make this happen. Demos, of course, are their own thing entirely, but they're handled differently. But I think it's very cool. I think if you're a big enough entity, you can make it happen. You know what I mean? Like if you're Toby Fox and fucking selling wild amounts of units on the Switch already for Undertale, you can make it happen. Any big company could make it happen in a heartbeat. But yeah, neat. It's basically a demo. Yeah, so like it is basically a demo, but like it's probably not literally a demo. Like it's not going to be found in the demo section of the eShop. It's probably going to be found in with the regular games. This is really just mincing. Like it sounds like mincing words, but as someone who worked like submitting games and stuff, like that's a very specific line to walk. And it's cool that they're doing it, I guess, as someone who has worked on that and seen the limitations. I'm glad they could do that. Daemon X Machina coming out summer. That's really soon. I wasn't sure it would come out summer at all. I thought it was going to be like winter. But then again, now that I think about it, I don't particularly know why I might have thought that. Either way, demo tonight, so we can all find out if we like it or not. I'll try to stream it, but that might have to be tomorrow, honestly. Shoutouts to Zoid's Wild. This is a fun game. Nick Ten King says semantics. It's it sounds a lot like semantics because it kind of is, but in practice, again, having worked on it, the semantics are really important. Don't you worry, guys. Don't even worry about this. I'm so fucking pumped. It looks amazing. Honestly, it looks amazing. I really couldn't identify the game at the beginning. Honestly, not at all. This looks like a teaser for a bunch of Switch games. Here's a bunch of indie games going to Japan. Oh, of course, there's the Star Fox news as well, which is awesome. That's just good. That's just a plus. This we want to open. Okay. I'm shocked that Astral Chain is coming out this year. Has Platinum ever made a bad game? The only game that I think they made that was genuinely bad was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I think is a really bad game. Obviously, all three of those licensed games were probably on a smaller budget and timeline, but I think Turtles is the only one that is outright bad. I quite like Korra, but I will admit it's much weaker than all their other games. Transformers Devastation is good. I think Transformers Devastation is good. Some people don't like the loot system, that's fair. But I think Devastation's awesome. So short though, because it launched at like $60 and it's like a 5-hour long game. So that was a bit of a odd thing at launch, considering like Korra was cheaper and stuff. But Yamikami, yeah. So he's the guy who asked me about Rune Factory. This was like, was this like literally yesterday when we were streaming God Eater? You asked me like about Rune Factory and shit, and I said it's never gonna happen. I think it was like literally yesterday. Can't fucking believe it. So this is just a bunch of upcoming games on Switch. This may be, yeah, here's the Ace Attorney release. We are getting this in North America. This is just 1, 2, and 3, but not quite yet. We got Super Robot Wars T. There should be an Asia English release of this if you're interested in Robot Wars. Atelier, what's her name? Rurua? This is coming out soon. Yeah, Zoids! Yo, we streamed this recently. This was really good, actually. I was really surprised. I mean, still like licensed anime fighting game, not like a fancy one like Dragon Ball FighterZ, like a low budget one, but surprisingly fun. Destiny Connect, new Nipponichi software game. Has a funny aesthetic that not everyone likes, but I'm really keen to play a Nipponichi software game that really has a different look to it. Oh my god, the song's playing. The fucking song's playing. We can't escape it. Yeah, here's Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. Yeah, that's it. Don't get pumped. I know you're getting pumped, and you're like, "Whoa, it's a big card game." This is an arcade card game for kids. I know saying for kids sounds like a weird distinction, but it's in like one of those arcade cabinets that's intentionally like a couple feet shorter than the other arcade cabinets, so kids can use it. This is like less a card game and more of like a game that uses cards. Like when you play the game in the arcades, you get a free card after you play, and it's like a random character distributed like via card gacha, and then you have a new character to use. It's, yeah, don't get pumped for this one. I have a bunch of cards from a K-On! Game. There was a K-On! Rhythm game for kids in arcades that was on a tiny cabinet, and I played like 4 or 5 songs on it because I wanted to get some of the cards because I was really intrigued by this system I hadn't really seen before. And it was a rhythm game that had like 3 buttons, and there was no difficulty options. It was the easiest, most boring rhythm game I've ever played. But like the machine was set to give me plenty of plays, so I just played through my money, and I was like, oh, why'd I do this? There's Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. This was announced recently for the Switch. It looks great on the Switch, by the way. The footage they've shown of it, and I assume this is also footage of the Switch version, looks fantastic. It's Hollow Realization. I heard this is the best Sword Art game. So, Citus Alpha. Love this song.
ファイナルファンタジーナンバリングタイトルが次々登場。Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, Dragon's Dogma for the Switch, by the way, comes out in April in North America.
10-2 HD リマスター。Final Fantasy 12 The Zodiac Age。そして Final Fantasy 9。
Cool that 9's out today.
このタイトルはダイレクト終了後に配信開始。
As much as I joke about 8, it would be cool if they actually did release 8 as well at some point. So, this is indie games coming out in Japan. I'm watching this more as a curiosity. Feel free to gloss your eyes over right now. I just want to see who's making it out to Japan, because that's a big deal. This is Forgotten Anne. Goat Simulator, yeah, well. Can I just say, by the way, so simulator games, right? Which, you know, Goat Simulator kind of kickstarted that. Goat Simulator kicks the shit out of like every other simulator game. I've only played it like 2 or 3 times at like, you know, younger cousins' houses and stuff like that. But like, there's a lot of content and a lot of things to do there's like an actual game in there. It's easy to look at it and be really cynical about it, and it's certainly not the type of game that I'm like rushing out to play. But like, it is actually like a game versus other simulator games that are like trash. Yes, Counterpoint is the real sim games that came before this. Definitely, like Farming Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator and stuff like that. You're actually super right. All the real simulators, you're right. Those are great. But Goat Simulator, as far as parody sims go, this kicks the shit out of everything else. Except, yeah, someone pointed out Surgeon Simulator. Yeah, Surgeon Simulator's a good one as well. That's certainly true. Untitled Goose Game running for second place. Yeah, I'm keen on that. Still can't believe we live in a timeline where so much stuff is coming to Switch. If you had told me we would get so many third-party titles and stuff like Final Fantasy during the Wii U era, I would have gotten mad at you for being such a liar. Yeah, well, you know, it took a really big failure for them to really shape up, but it's paying off in dividends. And like, from the front, it's paying off. Like, from the consumer side, consumers are seeing benefits. Consumers are seeing nice hardware, great software focused on one machine as we go forward. Like, a lot of consumer benefits. From, like, developer and publisher side, like, it's not often that you fuck up that big and you get to, like, redo how some of your back-end works. But some of Nintendo's, like, new back-end stuff that is really just for, like, publishing is really quality. Like, for Sony and Microsoft, because, you know, they're still working on their format that worked, that never broke down, and they never had a chance to just scrap it all and restart. For like Sony and Microsoft, for example, like when you submit a game, if you want to release in multiple regions, you got to submit to all the different regions. And you have to make sure you follow different regulations in every region. Now, it's like sort of the same for Nintendo, that you have to, you know, submit for every region, but you can do like global submissions for Nintendo. Like if you have a game that has all the languages in it, you can do just a global sub. And like that saves so much work when you're like getting to the steps of publishing your game. So like, yeah, Nintendo stumbling as hard as they did with the Wii U has offered them a lot of opportunity to improve both for consumers and publishers. There's a lot of other benefits on the back end too, but like getting to just scrap your shit and look at how everyone else is doing and saying, well, let's do that, but a little better, is great. We got another one of these. These are never going to stop coming out. This looks so good, by the way. SteamWorld Quest. All the SteamWorld games are so good, and they have just been getting better. Hat in Japan, finally in Japan. Hat in Japan. Hat in Time, finally in Japan. Nice. That's, congrats to them for making it out. So this is the Doraemon game. So this is Doraemon Story of Seasons? Oh wow, that looks really nice. I thought it was going to be 2D for a second. I think the backgrounds are evidently still 2D. But what a nice aesthetic. That looks really good. Daemon X Machina demo's up? Okay, let me... If you're a fan of Story of Seasons, like, and Doraemon, like, fucking wish granted. This looks really nice. Oh, I'm not seeing Daemon X Machina yet. Might have to reopen the shop. Doraemon's fucking voice. Oh, this looks super cute. Unfortunately, this is probably never gonna come out in English, because Doraemon games don't come out in English. But that's cool. It's a good release. Dragon Quest Rivals. So this is that same smartphone game, right? Thank you. Shoutouts to Sal Romano, who manages Gematsu, for doing his job good. He's a fucking ace, that guy. Wow, this looks nice. So colorful. So this is the Hearthstone of Dragon Quest then. It's probably a very real card game then too. Yeah, Daemon X Machina is not up in Canada yet. Sometimes it takes that. Sometimes we get a little earlier, sometimes we get a little later, so... Unfortunately, I still can't access it. I guess crossplay with your smartphone, with the smartphone and PC version. Buy the games, get some free cards. Cool. Well, this is a really nice logo. All the Dragon Quest logos are nice. I really like this card. Cool. Oh, I lost this page at some point. Let me just... I'm not going to do this now, but we're going to do it right when we do. So, Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. It's super cool that this comes with Liberation as well. I think that's fucking sick. The performance looked a little imperfect right now, but $40. It's fine. It's not an awful price for both games. They're not going to sell them separately because nobody wants to buy fucking Liberation. I liked Liberation better. I actually, one of the things I really liked about Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation was it was like a smaller Assassin's Creed game. You know, like, I felt like I wasted a lot less time running from place to place. So, why 3 though? Because I believe they were just working on the ports, the HD remastered port of 3 for other platforms, right? That's why they would have done this one, because they were already working on the other. 29th March. So that's coming out real soon. But yeah, it's because they're working on them at the same time. So I do love the small open worlds. Small open worlds are great, man. There's a really cool sequence in Liberation, actually. So I guess for context, in Liberation, there's like 3 open world maps, and they're all pretty small. One of them's like a decent size, but they're all pretty small. So unlike a lot of other Assassin's Creed games, there is a heavy focus on like bespoke mission environments. And there's this one really cool mission where, as Aveline, you get to go to a like snowy cliffside fort. There's this like French fort up there, or European fort, whatever, people you got to get rid of, and you partner up with Connor from Assassin's Creed 3, and it's this big elaborate like cooperative sneak and kill through this fort mission, and it's actually really dope. One of my favorite Assassin's Creed sequences that I've ever played. I don't know that I want to replay the game just for that, but it was really neat. Yeah, I heard about Summer of Mara. That game looks cool. I need to look into it more. Yeah, if you played 3 and you liked 3, then I think Liberation's worth your time. Yeah. Okay, it's all Go Nintendo has up right now. Usually Go Nintendo gets the press releases up real quick, but that's okay. Also need to just quickly reopen this, because this went up. Fucking Astral Chain has like a quarter of what Link's Awakening has. Damn it. I mean, it's Zelda, right? You want to stream FF9? Nope. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what I was looking at here. I thought maybe Pokemon. This reminds me of, you know, just some of the animated Pokemon stuff. But as soon as you see that boat, as soon as you get on that boat here, it's like, nope, it's fucking clear. If you've never seen the opening to it, I'm very keen to see the opening in this release. Big shoutouts to Dr. Scientist. I love this song. Oh yeah, hang on. I want to compare that shot. Look, we got him tugging on the rope as well. Oh, look. Wrapped around his arm and everything. It's so perfect. Music's so good in this game. Now, the aesthetic of the actual game itself, I like how it looks. I think it looks fun. but I definitely expect that's going to be the big divisive thing. So the thunder strikes, screen flashes white, and then wake up on the beach, which we're going to skim over for now. A lot of the brushwork here looks very Breath of the Wild, I gotta say. The sort of color and texture going on here. What'd you think about the Link's Awakening content in Hyrule Warriors? It was cute. There wasn't a whole lot, but it was cute. Ah, this looks so nice. This is the main town that you first encounter. There's Bow Wow, the Chain Chomp. You can get her to follow you around. Oh, I wonder if you'll be able to take Bow Wow off her leash more. In the main game, there's a sequence where you get Bow Wow chained to you and you get to like explore with Bow Wow. But at a certain point, she goes back on the thing and you never get her back. I hope you can just take her. That'd be sick. Oh, the logo is also Breath of the Wild. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to it enough, but yeah, this is very Breath of the Wild. I'm kind of looking for like hints of spoilers. I don't want to spoil what the end of the game is, obviously. The way the title fades in here, I assume, is more of an allusion to water than what the central plot thing is, but... Oh yeah, I wonder if you can be a thief in this game. If you steal something from the store, your file name gets changed to thief in the original permanently. You cannot change it back. This all looks so cute. Interesting adaptation here. This is the edge of the town. Usually, of course, on the Game Boy, you had one screen, and when you walked to the edge of the screen, it would scroll to the next screen, Here, usually the edge of the screen would be right here in this scene. But here, as Link walks over, like it actually, just properly, naturally, smoothly scrolls over. So I imagine that there's going to be no more screen scrolling, no more screen edges anymore, which is nice. Oh, the castle looks really nicely done. Here's the beach area. Oh, these guys, the plants and everything are done so well. I'm big into this. Oh, Marin's super cute. I think all the characters look really cute. Definitely a weird aesthetic choice, but very cute. All the trees are all very like plasticky and reflective as well. Even the path here, you can see that there's either some normal mapping or actually like actual depth on the path. But it's nice and reflective. So the dungeon areas, yeah, I saw this in the trailer, but they seem to be representative of how they were in the original, square and all. So I imagine dungeon rooms are going to scroll when appropriate. In Link's Awakening, there were a lot of rooms and dungeons. I guess I should back up a step. In the original Zelda, every room scrolled, and it was you walk through a door and you scroll to the next room every time. Link's Awakening introduced like wider areas. The screen still had to scroll, but you weren't walking through like a one-tiled door every time. Like sometimes you could walk off the entire edge of the screen, and it gave the impression of being in a larger, more expansive room. So I wonder if the larger, more expansive rooms are still going to have screen scrolling, and then when you walk through a door, it'll tighten up like this. Do you think they'll add or remix any content? Well, I hope they have the deluxe version content, the color dungeon. I also hope you can repeat the color dungeon and change tunic whenever you want, because you could not do that before. It'd be nice if they added more stuff. Shruppy says, this makes the world feel fake, and points out that works narratively. Yeah. Oh, you could change dungeon colors, or tunic colors in the original? Huh, okay. I guess I remembered that incorrectly. Ah, that little jump there, the flip. If I remember correctly, the flip jump was a thing that Link did. He did this flip, see? Yeah, Goombas, there's a bunch of Mario creatures in this. There's Goombas, there's Chain Chomps, and more, so. Of course, an item that you got in this game was Rock's Feather, and when you equipped Rock's Feather, it let you jump, and you could jump in the top-down sections and also in the side-scrolling sections. I'm very excited for another top-down Zelda that actually lets you jump. That's really fun. Of course, Seasons and Ages, I believe, had it. Seasons, I think, even had Rock's Cape, which lets you jump a huge distance. So. Yeah, we still got functional shield usage. I like that. Where's my frame by frame? I like that here, where he actually pulls up the shield. So you actually probably do still have to pull up the shield like before. In the original version, you had 2 slots for weapons, so you know, your A and B, and there's nothing else, right? So you could have like your sword and shield, or if you needed other items, you'd have to swap your sword and shield for other stuff. Seems like you do still indeed have to pull up your shield, which is cool. I dig that. As you can see, he's actually moving his shield forward before the attack hits him. So unless that's some situational system, which I don't think it is, seems like you actually do still have to pull it up manually. Curious to see if they will allow you to use more gear at the same time, or if everything will just be mapped. Because you could probably map everything to all the switch buttons. Like, I think there's enough, especially with the D-pad, to like switch between things. I'm curious as to whether like maybe Rock's Feather will become its own button, you know? Can I just hit the A button to use Rock's Feather now? Or whatever button? Instead of having to equip it instead of my shield? I don't know. We don't know. I wonder if there'll be a master mode in this game. That'd be sick. Oh, T4 Silly points out that Link had a shield and sword and jumped at the same time in the previous shot. Bet you didn't expect we'd go frame by frame through this trailer. Yeah, you're fucking right! Fucking A. You're an ace. T4 Silly, you're good. I would show your SoundCloud, but I don't know what it is, so you can download Phantom Dust for free on Xbox Live and PC and Windows 10. I think that's your SoundCloud, if I remember right. This fucking mini-boss, he's from the first dungeon, and he's like absurdly... I mean, it's first dungeon, but he's absurdly easy. Like, it's a fucking farce. We got a Ballad of the Windfish going out. Nice. That looks great. Elliot asks, was that a Goomba? That was a Goomba. There are Goombas in that game. I want to see if they've got official assets up yet for some of this stuff. Yes, Nintendo.ca. Yeah, I'm sure Nintendo.ca will be fucking up to date. Where's this link to? Yeah, this is what I want.
Steal yourself.
Oh no, these are not going to be as useful as I wanted them to be. From Extra Dimensional Invasion. Ooh. Ooh. God, the size of the world looks great. I've been somewhat suspicious that I think Bayonetta 2 is going to have like much larger environments, because I think they're going to want to work with some of their newer tools that they used for like Nier and would have been using for Scalebound and stuff. This certainly seems to show some of that scope and scale. I'm curious as to whether Bayonetta will actually take advantage of that. Can I... As good as it gets. Wow. I wonder if it'll look this good on the Switch itself. Fuck, this looks amazing. I'm very into the like police aesthetic. I love the chain. That's so Freedom Wars, and you know I'm a fucking bitch for that. Let's stare at some screenshots together, guys. Let's see if we can see anything interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna check for demos and shit in a second again. I think I just saw some funny text in that one. I wonder what like city you're in, because that looks like Chinese text. Wonder where exactly. You're defending the world, I imagine, so let me pop open the eShop again. I like your buddy here, like your almost like stand dude. I mean, he looks like he's technologically based, but it seems like you have fancy spirit powers. I think he's tethered to you with the chain as well. So maybe he grabs the enemy as opposed to the chain itself grabbing the enemy. Yeah, Switch exclusive, yeah. Yeah, there's no way it's going to look this sharp on the Switch, though. These screenshots are way too high quality. Is that a stand or a mech suit? I know, right? Oh, cool. Yeah, shit's up now. Let me grab Daemon X Machina. We could probably do that right after if you guys are assuming the download's not gargantuan, if you guys are interested. Like, I'll take a minute, but oops, I accidentally closed the eShop. Here, I saw this in the trailer as well. She's got these like vein things popping up. So, can you give us a refresher on the devs involved in Astral Chain? Hideki Kamiya, who's the creative mind behind like Beautiful Joe, Wonderful 101, Bayonetta. He seems to be the creative mind behind this, and Takehisa Tora is the producer who has produced so many great games at Platinum, like Nier Automata and stuff. There was another person named at first. I can't remember if they were the music or what, but I didn't catch who they were. I'll get back to it. Just checking real quick for the Yoshi demo, because if we're going to do one, we may as well do them both, right? Games with demos. Yoshi's Crafted World. There it is. Nope, do not proceed to purchase. There we go. They are both downloading now. Okay, we can probably check those out right after this, actually. So yeah, I'm really intrigued by these veiny things. Like maybe those pop out when you're using your buddy. Yeah, he doesn't have them right here though. I don't know. I love that like this body armor look is so good. I really like plate body armor on top of like clearly like, I don't know, like fabric or other material. I think that's like a really good combination. I love Leon's new costume in Resident Evil 2. It's so fucking nice. Oh, and the high collar, just excellent. Oh, it was the character designer who was the other person who was listed, wasn't it? Now that I'm talking about the character designs, what about Tetris 99? I'm going to skip that one for now. Yeah, I saw this effect during the footage. When your thing's hovering around, the ground beneath it like turns into these blocks and is extruded from the floor like as it moves along. I noticed that and like, God, that's a really neat effect. I gotta say. I wonder if this is like some sort of stealth thing going on here. Well, Serpent Tucker says he doesn't have Nintendo Online, but the Nintendo Online service rather, but he's still able to download Tetris 99. Huh. Okay, so I guess it is just free for everyone, but you de facto need the service to play. Yeah, here your buddy is fighting an enemy and or at least doing something with him, and you're fighting something else too. So I guess your buddy can do their own thing to a certain degree. Okay, it didn't say what I thought it said. I thought in the thumbnail this said Vapors Lounge. It says Uppers Kanji. I wish it was Vapors Lounge, but yeah, not much to take away from the enemies. Otherworldly, apparently. I don't know if that means aliens or whatever, but I mean, I guess they look cool, so that's fine. I love this bow, though. Oh my god. Fucking riding the dog. Sword grinding. Oh, that's so hot. I love it. Oh, look at this collar around the dog, too. That's so cool. In Vanquish, one of the ambitions for it was to have a like Friender-esque dog that you could use to make cover and carry ammo and stuff, and it ended up being like a thing that had to get cut from Vanquish because, I mean, admittedly, that's a pretty fucking huge feature. But it's nice to see we're getting back around to dog. Finally, right? Is that a turret on her back? Yeah, it looks like it. Absolutely. I would expect that's what that is. I love that Nintendo and Platinum seem to have such a consistent working relationship. As much as Wonderful 101 was undoubtedly a huge flop, because like as much as that game, you know, doesn't look as fancy necessarily, like that game would have been just as expensive to make as comparable sorts of titles from Platinum. So as much as that was a gargantuan flop, I'm glad they're still working together and not just on Bayonetta. You know, I think that's really cool. Wonder Red for Smash? Yeah, I fucking wish. We tried when Smash 4's DLC survey was going. We tried to blow up Wonder Red. Yeah, not a lot to see on this one. Now he's got this bow, which I think the character was holding in the other screen. And we've got a gun that's like fading into view here. Nifty. With this being a police game by Platinum and Promare being a firefighter anime by Trigger, what more could be made? Truly, no more media after this. This is what Bayo 3 turned into. No, but... Okay, that's it's downloading. That'll take a minute. Still gonna check out this trailer. I think I'm gonna take a minute before we jump into Daemon X Machina anyway. So let's do it, I guess. Cool. Let's go slow. So here, I immediately yelled maybe Star Fox because when this was coming close, I just saw this little red symbol here and like just the general color of the ship. I was like, oh, that's kind of R-Wing colored. And, you know, we have the rumors of that Star Fox racing game. So I was like, ooh. But I think even me pretty quickly, I was like, no, this is not that. But then I thought, like, hey, Xenoblade. And admittedly, I think it looks very Xenoblade for a while. So I think a lot of people probably thought Xenoblade for a while. Apparently, Jaden Sai says, Kamiya tweeted that a brand new director is taking a crack at this, Takahisa Tora. Really? Okay, I guess I'll see what the accreditation was later on in the trailer. Yeah, these guys, like, they look very Xenoblade to me, but I don't know. When I think about Xenoblade Chronicles X anyway. Oh, the water running down their fucking armor here. Look at this shit. Look how beautiful that is. Yeah, it's not doing it dynamically, but it looks really good. Yeah, Tora's worked on like a bunch of stuff at Platinum, you know, and he worked on, I think he was the producer for Nier Automata, or maybe the game designer for it anyway, but that's cool. I got a tweet from, what is this tweet? Oh, this old Yoko Taro tweet, yeah. Oh, I love this. Fuck. God damn it. I've ruined it. I love these little, like, police things on the back. Like, whatever these little butt things are. That's super cool. When they put these down at the beginning, I was really intrigued, because they're not guns. These don't look like weapons at all. I assume these are what summon your stands. And that, like, this is very Super Sentai as well. And I mean, we're all down for that. Like the little star logo they have. That's nice. Kind of like humanizes them a little bit. This still made me think Xenoblade, because I was like, oh, blades. Or they're like blades. It was when the action combat started that I was like, what the fuck is this? Because it looked too action-y for Xenoblade. So yeah, you are absolutely chained to your buddy. Yeah, and your buddy auto-attacks. Look, that guy just got stunned there. The launchers. The projectiles I'm really keen to hear about. I wonder if they're going to reuse any scale-bound stuff for the projectiles. Because Platinum games don't really feature, like, guns like that outside of Vanquish. Bayonetta's guns are like barely guns functionally, so I wonder what they're gonna go for with these ones. Oh wow, look at this detail here. This traffic stop, whoever designed this was really thoughtful. It's got a little temperature indicator for whoever's standing in front of it, you know, waiting for traffic to, or waiting for the light to let them by. Oh, that's so thoughtful. What a cool piece of, like, I guess, world building. A little burger diner over there. Eat, drink at the Songbird Diner. Why not? There's a music festival sign. I wonder if there'll be a music festival in the game. I should submit this to Game Explain. Yeah, at the same time, I thought China earlier, because that was like crazy kanji heavy. But there's like lots of English here. And then, yeah, very kanji heavy again. Over there it says kani, which would be like crab. Here, oh, no. This must be Japan. Right here, there's a sign that has the furigana that says kusuri, which would be like medicine. So, but it could be a Chinatown kind of place. I don't know. Some sort of vaguely Asian future city. So... Oh yeah, this bit. This was cool. Oh, you know, this makes me think China, though. There's a hot pot restaurant right there. Right here. A lot of, like, color palette, too, makes me think that. So, like, yeah, this ability to see stuff that's about to happen. I imagine this will be, like, a fixed thing that happens at, like, specific events in the story, though, and not so much a gameplay ability, but... Oh my god, can we just comment? Whoever it was who worked on 2B's ass worked on this game. Look at her butt. You're laughing at me, but look. As it detects it's getting to a certain part of the animation. Hang on. Look at the fabric wrinkle. Look at the fabric wrinkle over. Like, I'm sorry. This level of detail is too much. Yeah, here's we got our friender with our chain that appears to be chained to his leash. The chain kind of gets invisible near his leash, though. It's clearly something still there. I love, like, how they've fit, like, little police, like, motifs all over this thing. Makes me think of Tiger and Bunny. Just, you know, get brands, get labels everywhere. So I like how your blades or whatever they are kind of dolled up that way. And yeah, here's that turret on her back that we saw earlier. So he didn't have a turret in that scene. Yeah, she's got the turret there. Maybe that's an optional thing you can equip. Maybe the girl just always has a turret. I don't know. Also, to that end, like, do you play as both these characters? Are they created characters? I don't know. I genuinely don't. We're only halfway through the trailer. So yeah, look, when you take command of him... Sorry, I backed up too much there. When you take command of him, I assume that she just summoned him here based on how she, like, had her arm stuck out. And then he does this little animation and pops up. A little UI element with these paws comes up. I assume these paws means you're able to get on, because they're visible there. That's just like a ride icon. Got some other characters. Man, the shorts are standard issue. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if they were created characters, honestly. I'm excited to play Crackdown 3 on Friday, but like... Crackdown 4's got some competition. These look like, I don't know, news anchors? Hard to tell. I guess they don't really matter too much. Maybe they work at the office. Oh, this guy's cool. I like his layered clothing. So there's this villain guy there. I think he's shooting at the protagonist already. Oh, no, he's like a cutscene. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's not gameplay. Yeah, this sequence intrigued me during the first shot of it. Like in the direct. Where you're on top of this rail. And it seems as though there's like multiple levels. There's a staircase that like comes up to here. There's another area up here. There's this area down here with the enemy. I'm curious about whether combat and stealth is going to like involve that sort of like multi-tiered, multi-leveled vertical design. It's clear that there's some sort of stealth system, even if it's rudimentary, just from like these enemies getting, you know, caught like this and stuff. But when I think Platinum Games, I definitely don't think combat that would work well on a staircase or anything like that. I think Platinum kind of, their combat works with open arenas, right? You just can't have shit getting in the way, and you can't have the camera being in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I wonder if I mean, I assume most of the combat's still going to take place in more open areas, but I wonder if there's going to be more interplay there. I don't know. Automata did have a bunch of staircases, but generally not enemies around them, nor did you really do much on the staircases. You just kind of walked up them. So, I mean, maybe you just walk up them in this game too. But from here, I can see there's at least a little more. You're doing something from above. This is actually, I think, the same in... Oh, fuck, that's the wrong button. It's actually the same environment. The lighting is just really dark up there. But like here, you're doing like stealth takedowns. So there's definitely more of an interplay. You know, actually, this might be an Arkham Asylum style stealth takedown, what this is right here. Oh, look, there's the deforming floor. That might be literally what that is. Like, it might actually have that camera cut when you do it in the game, too. That's probably what that is. It's pretty dope. Yeah, was that the dog who did it this time? I wasn't looking. Yeah, no, not the dog. This is the other dude. Didn't Revengeance have light stealth like that? It did, yeah. It did have like a pretty rudimentary stealth system, but you could do some neat stuff with it, so.
All of humanity.
God, that looks so smooth. This looks very scale-bound to me. Obviously, every studio, you know, uses their tools on all their projects, right? But this reminds me a lot of when Drew aimed his bow in Scalebound. Yeah, the Blade Wolf DLC and Revengeance did have more of a stealth focus, yeah. It wasn't amazing, though. The boss is amazing in the Blade Wolf DLC, but I don't actually love the main areas. Okay, I can't find a screenshot conveniently right now. Well, I can find one, sort of. So I don't have one of him aiming with his bow, but I have one of him, like, doing his over-the-shoulder aim. Oh, it's really low call. Oh, no, there's a bow shot. There we go. This, I don't know. I see a similarity here. Maybe I'm full of shit, but somehow I think some of this technology is getting reused. I might be crazy, but... And this is not to shit on them. This is cool. This is good. Reuse your stuff, you know? But... it looks pretty comparable to me. This is cool, by the way, shooting an environmental thing.
Humanity.
I wonder if there's going to be a lot of environmental interactions like that. Probably not a huge amount. This one seemed pretty bespoke, too, with all the stuff that falls after. Oh, look, we got a big city shot. We fighting in the city? What is he aiming for in the city? This guy. I guess this is a criminal man. So this is where, yeah, look. He comes back to him just to hook up for this other technique. How'd that work exactly?
Straight to damnation.
Yeah. So look. So he literally goes around him with the chain. That's so awesome. Like, literally just loops it around him. And then ties the chain. That's so cool how your guy actually goes, like, tries to go around. That's really creative, because honestly, it could have just been shoot the chain and it ties him up, you know. But it's nice seeing that actually have a practical effect. Yeah, it's cool that it's more than just a visual. Exactly, that's a good way to put it. All you need is power.
You're the terrorist here.
That's cool. Was there a character in that shot, or was that just Blade? Yeah, look, the character goes under, but the chain, or the blade goes under, but the chain is still just doing whatever. Maybe they're on the other side of this? I don't know. Someone's gonna get crushed. So they were yelling like, "You're the terrorist" and stuff. So I guess this faction is bad faction. And then she said, "You don't understand." So I guess they're not that bad faction. And they need to explain to the policeman why they're not. Which I guess we'll find out at the end of the second act. So, but that's cool. I'm down for that.
My heart goes out to you too. All because of how you were born.
All because of how you were born.
Doomed to be used.
This is a real platinum shot, honestly. If this had been the first shot in the trailer, I think I would have thought it was platinum. Just this roll into getting on your beast. That's very, very platinum.
Chained to your fate. Powerless.
Today has been most revelatory.
They're working on Monsters in the
ready
Lab.
for the final.
This is the character designer. Now, I'm not super familiar with his work, but you know what? Looked good. So, look, this is using whatever the Iris system is. Integrated Realify. It says Realify. I mean, unless that T just doesn't have a line on the other side. Integrated Reality Imaging System.
Stage.
What the hell?
Oh, yeah, Zetman's good. That's cool.
Are they?
I did not realize. Oh, yeah, look at that. So there's like a shadow one there. It says Raven, maybe? Oh, yeah, there might be space for a letter here. It's probably Raven with the wings. I don't know. So this guy also has a turret and stuff. So he's like, well, he's not a police officer clearly, but he's another officer who would have his own blade or something.
What?
Yeah, there he is. What is he doing there? He's standing in front of... Oh yeah, look, he's standing in front of the player character. I assume the player character is a created character, honestly. I assume. So this might be like rival character? I don't know. Yeah, and he's got his own blade.
Why did you make them?
Ah, so he's supervisor. Oh, okay, so he's the supervisor on the project. Okay, so yeah, it's not his creative work, I guess. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still his baby, you know, he's still doing a huge amount of work on it, but like, when the trailer went, I misunderstood this, and I was like, oh, it's his. This is his next thing. Okay. Yeah, I also like that Wonderful 101 gets top billing here. I mean, because it's Nintendo, right? You know.
I really hoped you two wouldn't get caught up in all this.
Taki Satora, yeah, director, there we go, indeed. Damn, man.
Dying on me.
Cool shot at the end there. It's so soon. August 30th, man. That's so fucking soon. Can't believe it. Yeah, it's got to be created character. Look at this. So I assume this is a regional mascot picking up trash. I like that little throw animation there. That's so cute. This must be like the police mascot. You go out and do police work. Yeah, he's got a little pea hat on. Yeah, this looks rad as fuck, guys. I mean, shocking, right? Platinum game looks amazing, but it does. It just does. Is it open world? We actually really don't know. Would not be surprised if there were some like open city environments, but right now we really have no idea. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, and then we can hop on Daemon X Machina and check that out real quick. Give me a second, guys. I will be back. I guess this is wrapping up the actual direct itself. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did. That was easily the best Nintendo Direct in a long time for me. I mean, any Direct with a new Platinum game is a big, big highlight for me. Any show with a new Platinum game is a big highlight for me, right? But all the other stuff that came back as well, Rune Factory and shit, that's just so thrilling. Fire Emblem looks great. Everything just looks so good, man. Really enjoyed it. I'm glad that Smash was only a little bit at the front, and that was kind of it. And we didn't have to... I mean, again, not that I dislike Smash or anything, but I was worried that would be like the secondary focus after Fire Emblem. Because it's like, okay, Smash is out. I kind of want to see new games, you know? So I'm glad that Smash was just, you know, yep, new update. Joker's coming. Great. You know, down with that. That's true. Anarchy Reigns was named in this trailer. When's the last time that happened? Actually, the last time that happened was the first trailer for Nier Automata which I remember every frame of, because it does credit him for Anarchy Reigns as well, because that was his baby. That and Mad World were his baby, so. Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, and then we're gonna get this shit set up. So bear with me. Bear with me. I love this direct.